So how do you assign multiple values to multiple variables? In Python, we have seen in previous videos how we assign a single value to single variable like this. So I'll show you on the screen right now. Let's create a new file over here. For that, I'm going to go over here and click on this icon, which is new file, and give it a name again, assigning multiple values to variables .py. It's very important that we add .py extension at the end of the file so that we can make a Python file. Now let's go ahead and see how it works. Before we go ahead and see how we assign multiple values to multiple variables, let us see how we assign simple values, single values to single variables. So assigning a single value to single variable is like this. Let's give a name to the variable as my var, and we can assign any value to it after is equal to sign, like this. This is my variable. Now if you print this one, see what happens. My var, right? So I have mentioned it like this. Let's go ahead and print this and see what is the result. Okay, there's no result. Let me check some other way. So let's go to terminal and run this with write py for Python, assign multiple values to variables .py, and let's see what's the result. Oh, there's no result for this one. I think the problem that we made over here is that we did not save it. So let's do it again. This time, since I have saved the file, I have the variable my var. This is my variable, and I want to print the output of the same. I'll go ahead and print it, and boom. Now let's see what happens. See, this is the output of the variable, right? Now how do you assign multiple values to multiple variable? So for example, I have x, I have not bigger one, the smaller one. I have x, I have y, and I have z. These are the three variables that I want to assign new values with, right? So in a traditional way, I'll assign the values like this. This is x, this is y, and this is z, like this, right? Now what I want to do is I want to save some time, and I want to assign all these values in one single line. So how can I do that? So to do that, it's very simple. I'll just write x, y, z is equal to, then I'll start assigning it like this, x, then y, then after comma I'll write something like this. So this variable over here belongs to the first, this is x, this is the value. This value over here belongs to x over here, and this value over here belongs to y over here, and this value over here belongs to z. Not just because we have written it like this is x, this is y, and this is z, but anything that you write in the first place will be assigned to the first variable. The whatever you write on the second place will be assigned to the second variable, and whatever you assign in the third place will be assigned to the third variable. So this is how it works. Now if you go ahead and print x, and we also print y and print z, you'll get the same result. Let's remove this one so that we don't get confused. I've removed all this. All I have is x, y, and z and their values. I'll go ahead and run the file once again, and see, you have the same values. This is x, this is y, and this is z. So this is how you assign multiple values to multiple variables. Just one thing that I want to tell you is that make sure the number of variables matches the number of values, or else you'll get an error. For example, let's make a note of it first of all so that you have this thing in mind. So make sure the number of variable matches the number of values, or else you'll get an error, right? So how does that happen? Let's say if we take these same values and remove one of them over here, right? So we just have value for x, we have value for y, but we do not have any value for z because there is no third value that we have mentioned. Now if you go ahead and run this file, let's see what we get. Okay, run it and see this. You have the error over here, value error, not enough values to unpack. That means there is no value for the third variable. Hence, if you have mentioned 3 variable names over here, you need to have 3 values over here. So this is how simple it is to assign multiple values to multiple variables. Thank you so much, guys.